Good morning, everyone. This morning I woke up refreshed. I had a good night's sleep, and I'm here in Eshowe in KwaZulu-Natal. We're about 30 kilometers away from Nkandla, and it's really great to be here with Srini, who I'm going to interview now. And I want him to introduce himself to you so that you understand his involvement in what is happening right now. I'm not going to say anymore. Srini, if you can introduce yourself and the organization that you started and your involvement at this stage in the saga of what I call good versus evil, individual liberty versus the greater good ideology.
Our organization is called Real Democracy, as an organization that started organically at the beginning of May, when three
So
people,
it's very new.
very new,
Yeah.
uh, three people decided that we need to do more than we say, and we started off with an appointment with the former president to see what's his thoughts. Uh, of the situation in the country at the moment, and then we went on from there. Things
So this is
just
former President Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
that's right.
So you've met with him.
Yes, we made an appointment in Kanla. He was kind enough to host us,
Okay.
and we spoke to him. Yes. So
How
what
did you
is
find him as a person?
a gentleman,
Okay.
a person who listens. Uh, he listened to us once for over an hour.
Okay.
We bent
So
his ear.
he's a good
Good
listener.
listener, and then he gave us his views, which are very uh, eloquent, and he's a good thinker. I would put it down to that.
Well, if you look at his history, he must have had those type of credentials to be able to do what he did.
Yes,
Before he was intelligence chief in Konto Isizwe. I mean, I know that history. So, I mean, being in that kind of position, you have to be a very critical thinker.
a strategist.
A
Yeah,
strategist, yeah. Okay, that's
that's
probably a
it.
good word. And we need strategy right now to remain free, don't we?
That's correct. Yes. Uh, so instead of sitting back and listening to the news and watching things go by, we have taken the bull by the horns and decided to do things uh, that will make a difference to influence
Okay,
to
to influence outcomes, or
outcomes.
okay.
Yes,
So what have you done up until now in your personal capacity and with the organization to actually do something? And what is the end goal?
I'll give you a very good example,
Okay,
Des. Uh, on Tuesday, I got up and I read the paper and found an article about corrupt relationship between the police minister Bheki Cele and a known drug dealer,
okay,
and it was an article that spelled out everything. There were voice recordings and a whole lot of information there. It was one of those things that we could just read and carry on to page two. But
and a lot of people do that, don't
yeah,
they?
so I said no. Well, we as an organization we decided that something has to be done about things like this. That people who are so blatantly corrupt,
Yeah.
and it's obvious because listening to those tapes
Okay.
shows it. So we took the matter to the police and we registered a complaint, and they given us a case number.
Okay, so you have a case number. So you actually made an official case with the police,
Yes, we've
and
charged Bheki Cele.
Bheki Cele, the police minister.
Yes.
And this obviously creates problems with regards to him being charged with the arrest of Jacob Zuma.
Well, I can't
How does
see.
that tie in?
You see, there's known bad blood between Bheki Cele and former President Jacob Zuma.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust Bheki Cele making an arrest on Sunday. I fear for the former president's life because
Okay.
this man
Well,
he's a very maverick person
okay.
whose motto is shoot to kill. You've heard it on
Oh
TV.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
So
thought of that actually, but yes, that would be a concern.
so he shouldn't be near the president at all.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust him.
Well, I would understand that. I think it's a very sensitive time right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how today plays out. What advice would you have for listeners and for people watching this video right now with regards to this next 2 days? I mean, today and tomorrow. You've been to Nkandla. You know you've seen what's happening
Yes,
there.
I would say that people should keep calm. There is a plan to. There's an application that President Zuma has put in regarding Section 29 of the rules of Concord,
Yes.
which allows them to admit their error.
Okay.
So basically, he's giving them an opportunity to say yes, they've erred,
Yeah.
and to correct that error,
Okay.
and the ball is in their court
In their
to
court
stop
now. Okay.
any carnage that might ensue
Okay.
from his arrest. Yeah.
Okay, so there was a rescission application put before the court. Am I correct?
Yes, that we believe the court will hear on Monday or Tuesday.
On Monday or Tuesday. But in the meantime, how do you stop an arrest from happening in the meantime? What do you do? Wasn't there something done to actually stop the arrest? Wasn't there an interdict to stop the arrest because of the rescission application?
Well, that should, I mean, that stands to reason. If there's a rescission application, the rest should be put aside.
Yeah, and
For
you
now.
and you can get an interdict to stop the arrest in a magistrate's court.
I'm sure Mr. Zuma's lawyers have thought of that and have done it.
Have done it already.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I believe actually they have. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when you see the power play in the country right now, and the people that actually want to take our freedom away. I think they have. They are throwing everything at it, and we will throw everything at it to try and make freedom prevail at the end of the day. And that's my main focus. I think it's your main focus.
Yes. I want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
There's a saying, I don't know who came up with it, but it's courage is contagious.
Yes.
And what we've done this week in taking this charge to SAPS is a courageous thing.
Yeah.
I would hope that more people would do similar things,
Similar things.
and bring high-profile people to book. You're a citizen. I never knew that as
Yeah.
a citizen I could do this.
Yes.
Till reading up and say why not?
Yeah. Why?
And
Why
then-
not?
And we went
Exactly.
ahead with it. Yes. So if
I-
you come across
Yeah.
your viewers watching, if they come across people who are corrupt,
Yeah.
go ahead, go to your local police and
And lay a charge.
Yeah.
I actually called for people last night in my live stream to go and lay charges against anything they think is taking their constitutional rights away, even although there are flaws in the constitution.
Yes.
That they should do it. Go to the local police station and do it. I know Debbie Els has also called for that. So it's going to be interesting to see what people do, because in the end we need to take action. You've taken
Yes.
action as a citizen,
As
right?
a citizen, as a